Have you started?
Talk, no dey cook rice.
All right, guys. You're welcome to Talk No The Cook Rice. Talk
What?
Talk No The Cook Rice.
Talk, no dey cook rice.
Talk No The Cook Rice podcast.
Wow.
Yeah. My name is Winston, and I'm not here. I'm here with
Derick, Elorm.
Derick Elorm Ashilevi. Derick Elorm Ashilevi. My name is Winston Taki Ade. And you're going to be hearing our voices a lot, seeing our faces a lot. Yeah. I mean, it's now 11:55 in the evening. And we started setting up. What have we started setting up?
Probably 10 or something.
Yeah, Charlie, we are trying to record the setup. What's happening?
Started setting up.
My cameraman said we started setting up at 9. So we started setting up at 9 only to shoot this podcast. Only to shoot this podcast. I said, hey, my God, though. Yeah, only to shoot this podcast. And I mean, Charlie, we are so excited about this. Even today, we didn't know we were going to shoot this podcast today, but here we are today. And Charlie, just sit back. You're going to laugh a lot. I can assure you one thing, that you're going to laugh.
Wow.
And you will still learn. You laugh and learn. So L squared.
Wow.
L squared. Yeah. So two things. You laugh and you learn. Yeah. So just sit back and enjoy us. This is Talk No The Cook Rice. Talk No The Cook Rice podcast. Kasa yen frama. Remopi eho omo.
Oh wow!
Oh yes.
That's how you say it in Ghana.
Oh yes.
No fofo madana molu. That's how we say it in Ewe. Fofo madana molu.
Madana molu. Low in Ghana especially.
Charlie.
So I don't know what's happening here, but Lupopo Mama la Norway. And Charlie, I mean, I don't know. We are so excited about this. So Talk No The Cook Rice podcast. I mean, it's amazing the way we came up with this name. I mean, that would be a story for another day, but Talk No The Cook Rice podcast. I think it's a Chinese proverb. It's a Chinese proverb.
Really? I don't know. Tell me.
Please, you must put me in trouble. It's fine. You planned the thing before we came here. Which I tell you, I don't know. It's fine. I don't know where it's from.
Is that Chinese?
It's fine. It's fine.
I don't know. I can't lie. I don't know. I don't know. Yes, I don't know. Sorry.
So we are your rice cookers. Yeah, so you can call us your rice cookers.
Wow.
Your rice cookers. But what are we talking about today? We're talking about starting.
Before we talk about what we're talking about today,
okay.
Perhaps we should explain Talk No The Cook.
Oh, now he wants to explain Talk No The Cook Rice.
How we came about with the name.
Okay, go on.
What the meaning behind the name.
Go on.
Talk No The Cook Rice, where is it coming from? As I mentioned, it's from a pidgin language, and pidgin is the almost like unofficial English in Africa, originating from Nigeria. I mean, it's penetrated into the Ghanaian circles, and we use it a lot, you know. Yeah. And so, talk means to talk. No day. The no is almost like don't talk or talk not. Doesn't, almost like doesn't. And cook rice, I mean, it's cook rice. So if you put it in, I mean, if you really analyze it, it's like talk doesn't cook rice.
Okay.
But in pidgin, we say talk no day cook rice. Talk no day cook rice. So where is it coming from? It's coming from a place where, Charlie, let's move beyond West and talking and planning. And when I grew up, chatting. Like when I grew up, Charlie, I want to do this. I remember when I was young, one day I woke up. Okay. I mean, when I was younger.
Okay.
I walked up to my headmistress one time and I told her that when I grow up, I want to be an astronaut.
Hey.
I want to be an astronaut. So when I told her, shockingly, he said, Ashilevi, I believe in you. And you know the funny thing, I wasn't just going to be a regular astronaut, I was going to be the first man to go on the sun. I don't know if it is the duty of headmistress to believe in their kids, but the woman believed in me. She gave me so much. For people of God, the closest I have gone. It's not even to the side, to the kitchen. The fire by the kitchen. I've never even been anywhere, hotter. So, I mean, when you are young, you talk like you say things. Some of you are, it's not like all of us. We tend to limit ourselves to just words and talking and having plans and dreams and idea boards and, hey, the day I'll do this, Charlie, if I grow. telling the chat. Yeah. Something big is coming. No. Charlie, it's coming soon. So we chose the Talk No the group life because we want to move people from West to action. Like, Charlie, let's move beyond West.
And this is about us actually. We are talking about ourselves. Ourselves from even to come to shoot this thing. Even Charlie. We have talked before we started. We finally press record.
I think it's surprising when Derick was like, "Hey, Ivan."
Wait, I didn't wait till I say. You give this guy a check. Cameraman, take my show. Cameraman, get more contribution than the guest. Hey, cameraman.
Let's do it. This is about us. We are talking about this our own story.
Don't talk again.
So I mean, moving ourselves from wherever we were to come and now sit here and now even record this thing, Charlie. A lot of talking and a lot of chatting, but we also chat like people's stories. People's stories. It's stories about people, and starting with us. We are going to tell you guys our stories a lot. And Charlie, you are not alone out there. You're not alone out there, Charlie. Talk no there is there, but Charlie, you gotta start. Today we're talking about Charlie for starts. Or we didn't name it that, but we are just saying starts.
Start now.
Okay, start now. Start now. Oh, yeah, start now. Nothing's coming. Start now. What does it do? So right now we are doing languages.
Start now. Commencer. Yeah. Maintenant. Commencer maintenant. So start now. That's French.
Yeah. I was going to say. I knew that. You said my.
They teach you French in Kaswa.
You see, we are not coming to do areas.
Let's continue.
Okay.
Sorry.
If I mention area, you just end the show. I'll say it another day. So, commencer maintenant.
Yeah.
Maintenant, commencer. We are talking about starting. Why is it so difficult to start anything, Derick?
Wow, that's a very good question. Thank you, Winston. I think there's something about starting. You know, it's almost everybody can relate with it. That anytime you are starting something, it's a little difficult. You know. Oh. What's up?
Please feel.
There's a little difficult anytime you're starting something, like moving from ideas, because truth is that some of us tend to live in the idea world and plan so much in the idea world that it begins to look so real. Like for someone like me, I've always had long-term goals. I mean, things I want to do by the time I'm 25, things I want to do when I'm 30, you know.
Sun, you just say go to the sun.
Yeah, go to the sun. And some of us, when I look at some of the ideas, I believe it so much that it feels realistic, even in my mind.
Okay.
And so moving from that comfort zone of my mind to now executing it, it's a whole tricky game on its own.
Yeah.
So why is it difficult to start? I think because starting comes with a lot of uncertainties.
Okay.
I mean, a lot of people are thinking, is it going to work? Mm-hmm. Like, you know.
I have a show.
Yeah, sure, push it.
I live with a certain boy who is a footballer. It's called Romeo. Yeah. Romeo is a footballer. He's good. Charlie, the guy, when you see his legs now, you know the guy is a footballer. When you look at me. So we're just walking. I don't know where we're going, but we're going somewhere. And then this guy just suggested that Charlie, he's going to start his jogging again. And I said, oh, jogging? There was a time when I used to jog.
Wow.
Oh, yes.
Wow.
And I knew that, Charlie, no, this, I have to bring it back.
Wow.
And I told her, Charlie, let's do this. Starting tomorrow. And you know what? There was another guy there who was there, Dennis. Dennis was there and said, oh, Charlie won't join you. Stop what you do because this thing will not work. So I actually did this because I wanted to prove Dennis wrong. Wow. Damasa, I'll go for this jogging and to shock you. So the first day we broke me, I was still got big someone. sorry, 5 a.m. Said, let's go. I said, so I wore my shoes. And then it was nice. We were supposed to do some 5 up and downs, but I just did try to Charlie Masa, my time was so my late, me call. So then we ended the day. And next day I was feeling the pain, like in my thighs. And then I still said, Charlie, let's do this.
Come on, let's do this. Let's do this.
Let's go, brother. Let's go, brother. So we went again. I was feeling the pain, but I just wanted to like build the habits. Oh, the third day. I was there. This guy came to me. So before we slept, he said, Charlie, we are going again tomorrow. I made my mind already. I was the same. It's the same thing. Big copy.
Big copy means I'm going again.
I'm going again. I made my mind. I know if he comes to wake me up, I'll find something. So I was there 5 a.m. These cold hands held my legs. Said, Charlie, it's time. I said, oh, okay, sure, let's go. I you there. I did your back means that Charlie, you there.
I'm behind you.
I'm behind you. So take the lead. When he went, so I saw that when he opened the door, he left. So I did like I was wearing my shoes. So they come here, but see, I'm in shoe.
Go, I'm coming right now. I'm lacing my shoe.
Oh yes, wow. Yeah, good.
International audience.
Oh yeah, international audience.
Yeah.
So when so after he left the room, I was wearing my shoe. In the left, it's the same. Man, will be yesterday. Why are we here?
Why are we here?
What? I can't do it. I slept. So I was there. I think around 7 a.m. So it's the cold house. The same cold house held my feet and say, hey, Charlie, my co-op will say, oh, you've come. I don't know. I was coming. I was coming. Since they have not been able to go again, Charlie. Yeah, so it's difficult to start.
I mean, it's difficult because the uncertainty of would it be successful? Is it going to prove successful?
Okay.
Successful.
Okay.
Successful.
It's okay.
Successful. Is it going to work? Is it going to pull through? So, I mean, starting everything, like, it has to do with everything. Starting a small business. Some of you starting a routine. Some of you starting a diet. I mean, a lot of people go like, I don't like the way my tummy is. I know a lot of female good friends of mine. Anytime they're about to take a picture, they breathe in. To hold their tummy so they get a picture. After taking the picture, they release it. Okay. And a lot of them go like, hey, I have to check my diet. But it's difficult starting something new. It's very difficult because there's no guarantee of success. And it's not coming from the guarantee of, is there a guarantee of continuity? This thing that I've started, am I sure I'm going to be able to continue? So I have a story that is not very different from yours. Recently, I noticed that I've always wanted to have a bigger, shoulder, chest, broader chest, and probably have, something so that when I wear a shirt, like, the shirt, I feel a few ramps, Because when I wear a shirt, it comes straight up, like, no ramps, it's a highway, straight up, So.
Right, these days, why is it fit you?
Yeah, I mean, those days, but now,
Wow.
So.
Let's hear your story.
Yeah. So I started doing push-ups because I'd always had this mentality that I want to get the body fit. You guys can tell I'm a very slim boy. So I've always thought that if I get bigger, then when I have the body, I will shape the body. And I realized that I know a lot of big, James Gardner friends, or when I say James Gardner, TikTok figure, like great guys. And truth is that they have the body, and I've seen how difficult it is for them to shape that body into becoming, very athletic and sporty and looking all of that, ripped and all of that. So I noticed when I told myself, I don't want to wait for the body. So I want to start even as I am small and skinny now, so that by the time I get the body comes to meet a certain routine and adjust to that routine. So I started. My kid brother is an athlete. He's a build guy, buff guy. He does a lot of. Yeah, Wisdom Della. He's a very solid guy. So we started with push-ups. People have gone. It wasn't easy. Started doing it, and I wake up in the morning and my shoulders hurt so badly. And let me be honest. I'm not gonna lie. Like, people have gone. I started for 1 week. For 2 weeks, I didn't do again. Then now I do it. I do it when you're questioning. I do it when it hits me by revelation. So
we'll call you macho man.
maybe. There's no macho yet. But there's something. So the guarantee of. The uncertainty of, can this continue? Will I be able to pull through?
Yeah, up to now, Charlie, the jogging, I've not gone again.
So it's difficult. And that's why we are not here to tell you, it's not like we are experts and we got it all together and we are here to provide some knowledge as gurus. But the truth is that we want you and us to develop together. Yeah. And that's why we are doing this podcast. We're starting actually. We've noticed that it's very difficult. And another reason why starting is so difficult is that people live in Wonderland.
Okay.
When I say Wonderland, what I mean is that the average person is thinking about, I will start when everything is on point.
Okay.
I'll start. So maybe perhaps you're a junior photographer. You wanna. I mean, it's a creative podcast, so you wanna perhaps become a very good photographer, be taking good pictures, solid pictures. I mean, there's a lot of people passionate in Ghana and all of that. You want to, but you are waiting for the day you get an EOS R camera or a 1DX Mark II with a 70 to 200 EF USM lens, so that when you start from afar, you hit power. But truth is that it will take a very long time for you to get there.
You may never even get it.
You may never even get it, you know. So why don't you start with the iPhone 6 that you're using now? Like, shall I start where you are? Truth is that you're never going to get it all together where everything is on point and you're going to have all the gadgets you need. I almost said people of God.
You said it 3 times already.
I mean, I've said people of God already. Yeah. Really? I think it's because, Charlie, we love you and we are people of God. I mean, God made us all, you know. Yeah. So, even with us, if you should see the kind of setup we have and how we are mic'd up, you'll be so shocked.
You'll be surprised.
Like you'll be surprised. Perhaps in future we'll show you a bit.
Later in life when we've made it.
We'll probably show you something because we don't got it all together. We are not using the best of cameras. You can even see you're in a tight space and you are not. As you can see, our microphone is not. We don't have any microphone overhead. I don't know if you can guess. We don't have any microphone. We've not it's a shocking strategy we're using. You know, we cannot wait for Wonderland. So a lot of people are waiting for when everything is right. We want to have it all. Right, for somebody who's a designer, a basic designer, you don't even have a laptop yet. You are waiting that you want to start when you have a laptop and have Photoshop. Like, Charlie, that's Wonderland. You are living in Wonderland. Calm down. Come to earth. Start with a small phone that you are using. The Motorola, I don't know if RLG is still a phone, but HTC.
RLG.
RLG. I don't know, HTC, do they still make phones?
Is it HTC?
HTC.
Is it HTC? Or is it one T?
HTC. I've used an HTC before. Or perhaps I'm using an Infinix.
Okay.
Now there are better Infinixes, you know. And you want to design. Charlie, get Canva. Yeah. Start small. Like you wait until you get everything.
Use your friend's laptop.
Use your friend's laptop.
Charlie.
I mean, there was a time, even when I was starting video editing, I didn't have a laptop of my own. I had to take somebody's laptop for a year.
Yeah.
Used it, you know, to you know. So stop living in Wonderland. Calm down, you know. I think perhaps the last reason why a lot of people find it difficult starting anything new is because of insecurities.
Okay.
A lot of people are comparing themselves to others. That's this thing I want to do. This person is already doing it and doing it better.
Doing it well.
Doing it, and I'm reminding you that even for us, we have the same feeling that what is different?
Things that we're not coming from some space to come and tell you guys that.
We are using our own issues.
We are using our own stories. So people start starting right with us, and we are also applying all the things we are telling you. So that's what we are saying. Start with us.
Yeah.
Start with us. Really. So fly.
So we are also. Sometimes we find ourselves comparing our others who are doing what we're doing, a creative agency. Other people are doing it on a bigger level. I mean, even shout out the big guys, Social Ghana, Innova, and one of our good friends, Michael Lawson. Brainstorm Africa, the team, crushing it. And we think about what all of these guys are like. Chris Do! Man, all of these big guys.
That are Chris.
These guys are crushing it. And we're like, are we ever gonna match up? Like, have we got something to offer? Doesn't it feel like these guys are already got it and they are more saturated than we are? Yeah, truth is that because they are longer in the game, they may have a lot more than we do now. But truth is that you've also got something. And that's what I want to tell you. You've got something.
You've got something.
Don't feel insecure. Don't wait till you have 10 years of design experience in your pocket before you start to do tutorial. Teach as you are now. Teach as you are. Like,
teach what you know.
Teach what you know now. Don't wait to be a guru. Like, you know, start it. Just start it. The truth is that we're also going to start a YouTube account. Like, we just started. Like, we don't know how we're going to get the followers. Like, we're learning. And the truth is that we are doing it and we are learning in the process. You know, we are learning on the job. So, Charlie, trash all of those insecurities. Yeah, I even like to say we all have some.
Yeah.
Like, don't make it peculiar to, I don't know how. Like, yeah, we all get I watched a documentary, Michael Phelps. I mean, before he retired, before he goes for his heart is still beating. I know a very powerful man, but who preaches, and when you love the guy, Pastor KK, the founder of Things Allowed.
Pastor KK, shout out
even
to Pastor
today,
KK.
shout out to Pastor KK. I mean, he's been a great guy in our life. He's our pastor though.
Yeah, that's my pastor.
That's my pastor. And up to date, Pastor KK said every time he's going to preach in an SHS school, his heart beats.
Yes.
And I'm like, this guy's been preaching. Wow, like
How many?
for how long?
How many long?
For how long? For so long.
Yeah.
But his heart still beats. Over 20 years of preaching. But it's so Charlie. They're always going to be there. Start now. Like, you are thinking perhaps your cake may not have the night. Charlie, start. You are comparing yourself to a Pinky Panda who's got it all together. They have a designer. They have an animation team. And you are looking at, you are just one startup person, Charlie. Start. Start. And we're not saying start today. Now. Like, you can, now. As you are listening to us.
Can create your Instagram now.
Create the account now. Create the YouTube now. And truth, of course, we're going to help you. That's why we're here. We are learning and we're helping each other on the way. We're going to show you how to give out good content, how to create content that is compelling, how to market your business, But some truth is that not all the beautiful accounts you see with 10,000 followers, 20,000 followers are making even 10,000 cities. That's a very sad reality. It would be better to have 3,000 followers and be making 10,000 cities every month than have 30,000 followers and be making 300 cities. What's the point, So, I think those are the main, So, the uncertainty of success,
Continuity.
the uncertainty of continuity, and living in Wonderland, even waiting to get everything before you start, and insecurity, comparing yourself to others in the game. Perhaps it's one of the reasons why people...
Charlie, solid. Charlie. Thanks a lot. This guy is a deep guy. Wow. Thank you, Pa. I think while you're talking, you're even giving solutions in there, or you want to give concrete solutions, or I think you basically...
So the opposite is true. Okay. Whatever we say, the opposite is true. So the truth is that you are not gonna start when you are too sure.
Okay.
Like even when you start, nothing changes.
Okay. There's no 100% surety.
There's no 100% surety that it's gonna. I tell you, I've listened to tons of leadership podcasts, listened to great guys who are crushing it. They are all not too sure of themselves, even with what they are still doing now. They still wonder. How far? Like, it's like they get to realize that it works in the process. Like, it's like, oh, okay, it seems it's working, So, start. You're never going to be too sure. So, start now. The second thing is that start where you are and start with what you have.
Wow.
Start where you are and start with what you have. Start where you are means that perhaps you're in a room, you want to start creating YouTube videos, and in your room, make it, like, don't wait to get to a studio. You want to, perhaps a friend has an iPhone 13 you want to be shooting with, which will now perhaps a long process of, it will take time. That friend has to come and visit, or it's only available on the weekend before you can shoot. Can you shoot with your Infinite Hot 3? Galaxy A20, Samsung A10. Start now and start with what you have. Like, create with what you have. Even if we all started shooting with the phone. I still remember our first videos. We still shoot with phones. These days. Even in this podcast, with our video, you see some of our shots are done by phones, So start with what you have. And what was the other thing?
Insecurities. You said something.
They're always going to be there. Move beyond. Truth is that you are comparing yourself to others. Others are
also comparing themselves to you. Yeah.
You'll be shocked that you are there. They see your body. I'll translate. They see your body, but somebody they see you pass.
They see you pass.
Means that you're probably not considering the value you've got. Like, you feel that I'm regular. But truth is that you've got a lot more than you think. You're on the pedestal of somebody's list. So I think basically that's it.
Yeah, I think that's it. This is our first podcast. This is our first video. We are talking about starting. So we are also starting, as you can see. So start with us. We are saying start with us, and start that business. Go for that jog. Gain that weight, lose that weight. Whatever it is, Charlie.
True.
Start it now.
Now.
Thank you so much for listening to the end. I mean, if you are here, it means that you stay to the end. Thanks so much for listening to the end. And we are coming hard. This is our first, but we are coming hard. We are coming strong. We are giving you a lot to eat. Yeah. So stay with us. Stay with us. And I think last week.
Follow us.
Yeah, follow us.
We've got great content coming up for you. And you will see that even when you look at our social media, you can tell that we don't have much followers now. We're young, so we don't know with you. When you start with us now, a few months back later, you're gonna look like, oh wow. Yeah, I remember we started together. You can tell. Other than watching us a few months later, where perhaps may have recorded a 100-episode podcast, and you still did not start, and now you are beating yourself up with failure or all of that.
Tell your friends about us. Tell your friends. Tell your friends. Why? Tell everybody. Yeah. I think we can close.
Yeah, we can close. DM us. I mean, our personal account will be under the screen. Yeah.
AJJ Winston for me.
Derick_Elorm. DM us.
We have answers. So you can ask us. Yeah. So how do we sign out?
People stories. I say the French. You say the Ghana.
No, talk no the cookers. Hey.
Talk no the cookers. So, I mean, I think we can do a clarity here. People Stories is the name of our creative agency. So, People Stories Creative Agency. And our podcast is Talk No The Cookers. That's the name of our podcast. So, the same agency.
Yeah.
So, I'm doing the Ghana, you're doing the... I'll do French. You're doing French.
Okay, do French. I do French. So, let's see if you remember the... Because when we want to speak French. Fire.
Parler n'est pas riz. Parler n'est pas riz. Yeah.
Talk no the two Christ.
Raymond omo. Yeah.
No for Nana
Molo. Thank you for sticking with us. All right.